Hello everybody, I am Donna from Purple Pinky Promises. Tonight I am Purple Praying Promises because my light stand is giving me issues and I'm just hoping it doesn't fall over on us during the live. Oh, that would be awful. Okay, welcome. I can't get this thing to cooperate worth anything. Anyway, it is what it is. If it falls, it falls. So, hopefully I'll have great reflexes to catch it. So, tonight we are creating a very simple Valentine's Day card, a masculine Valentine's Day card. And we are going to use the Pop Heart Turnabout Stamps and the Pop Heart dies that coordinate. I have used this heart right here to cut out my heart from Vellum cardstock. I was going to use white, but I saw how much space it was going to take up on my card front. So I did want a little peek of that pattern that we're going to put together from this Turnabout stamp. So I didn't want to lose my pattern. That's why I decided that I would do the heart in vellum, but I am going to go ahead and die cut my letters in white cardstock. And I was going to, maybe I will do my love ya in some color. I might color them up. I was planning on inking up my heart, but in red and then putting white in there, but I think what I'm going to do is perhaps maybe do, yeah, I might still stick with white. I might just still stick with white, but we'll do this at the end. So that is really all we've got here. We're using the stamps and the dies that coordinate, and I'm using Rockin Red, Cranberry Fizz, Pebble, and Blackjack. So we're going with a black and gray masculine card for Valentine's Day. Sure to be a hit. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to create our background. We're just going to dive in here and create our background with our stamp wheel. And I love the stamp wheel for this. This is an awesome tool that coordinates really, really nice with the Turnabout stamps. So I'm going to get that lined up right now. Sorry about the light. I apologize, but there's not really much we can do about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull my stamps out. And I'm going to pull my background out as well, so I can see well enough for my stamps. So I'm going to pull my stamps, or my turnabout piece off of the acetate here. One of the things that you really do need to be careful of with these is to roll these off and not yank them off, because they can stretch. And if they do stretch, then they are no longer going to line up as well as you would like. So I'm just going to roll this off. It is a one-piece stamp set. I'm going to show you what to do. Every stamp set, every Turnabout stamp set comes with one of these guides. And it's what you use to line it up with. Now you can, hi Lindy, good evening. So you can line it up with, there is the Turnabout, there's a Turnabout mat that you can also use, but you can also use the stamp wheel. And I've done this before. I've showed you how to do this before. It is my preference to use the stamp wheel. So I'm going to show you what to do here. So you're just going to find one spot and you're going to line it up. So I'm going to tell you here, I have my stamp with the stamp side facing down. And it's gonna go right on top of this piece of acetate that they include in every single stamp, Turnabout stamp set. And it will show you this side up, so you'll know exactly where you need to be. And you're just gonna line these up. And I have chosen this stamp down here to start with. I'm gonna line this one up right here with this little half spot. This is what I think of as a very forgiving set. Let's get that moved over, I think. We might be down too far. Yep, we're down too far, so we need to come back up. So let's move this up. Yes, that's better. Show you what I'm doing here. So I'm moving this up. Take that off there, and the rest of it might just happen to fall into place. So bringing it in there, lining it up. Super cool. There it is. And there we are lined up. So now I have this on my lineup sheet, okay? And in the middle of that, you can see that you have a center point with an X. It says center rotation point. And all you're gonna do is take your wheel and you're gonna line up, there's also another X here in the center. You're gonna line your X's, the center of your X together. And that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna pull it up towards me, line it up, and there it is. And now it has stuck to my plate. And all I need to do is take this off, and I'm good to go. This is the stamping portion of my stamp, Turnabout stamp. I turn it over, and I ink it up. But before we start doing that, I want to show you how I have numbered my, sorry, it goes the other way. I have numbered mine 1, 2, 3, 4, so that I know that what turn I'm on. And you'll see what that means here in just a second. So I am going to ink up, and one more thing that's really, really cool. This little set has some extra stamps in it. You could actually put inside those little circles, and we might do some of that tonight. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what kind of a mood I'm in for that. But the back side kind of this tells us when you stamp it once, that's what it looks like, twice, 3 times, and 4 times. So I'm going to start with red. And I'm going to start with my darkest red, which is Cranberry Fizz, but I need paper, right? Hello. Let's not ink up until we have paper. I am cutting my paper to, I'm going to move this for just a second. I'm going to cut my paper to 6 by 6, so it'll sit right in there. Makes it a little easier. I will have to cut it down, of course, since it's going to be a card front. And there we go. Stamping devices make you an expert stamper, which is really, really nice. Okay, I am going to take this out of my platform as well. This helps me line up my four and a quarter by 5.5, so that I'm going back to, if I have to, put something back in, I know that I'm going right back to where I was. It's kind of a nice little feature. Okay, those are additional stencils to line up with. So I'm going to set this in the middle of my wheel as best as I can. I'm kind of eyeballing it here, folks. Going up here, let me just see what I've got going on. It's a little crooked. There we go. Not too bad. I think we'll hit it all. We should be able to hit it all. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it so that I'm looking to see at every turn that we're gonna hit the paper the way I want to hit the paper. Yes. And yes. Yep. And yeah, okay, so it's hitting it. It is hitting it. It's going to stay within our boundaries. That's what I was looking for, was to see whether or not it's staying within boundaries, and it is, so that's good. Okay, so here we go. Turning this over, and the first color I'm going to cut ink up with is Cranberry Fizz. Hi, Linda. And Lindy, good evening back to you, my friend. And hello, Linda. Thanks for joining me, both of you. So, oops, it looks like my Cranberry Fizz needs to be inked up. That's no fun. Well, thankfully, I don't have a whole lot of area to cover. And I'm not going to worry about that ink in there. We'll probably have to ink it up more than once. Experience has told me that the worst time to ink up is right before a live. Because I've done that before. That was not fun. Okay, so I'm flipping it over, and I'm looking to see that position number 1 is at the top and center. And this is kind of a lock and key type of system where I start at the bottom and then I bring it down and the top falls into place. And it will not stamp perfectly right now, guys. That pad is in much need of re-inking. Desperate need. And this is the first time that I have used this stamp set. I am knocking things over left and right. Let's just hope it's not the light that goes rogue tonight and only my brushes. Okay. And maybe we'll just give it a kind of a distressed look. I don't know. Maybe we won't have to go with perfection tonight. But I'll probably have to ink this up one more time. We might get it there. It's really a dry pad. Bummer. There we go. It doesn't look very dry either. That's the big thing. I eyed it, but after using it, that first touch on the stamps was like, yep, we need some inking, which I will end up doing after this live. Okay, we are good to go. There's our first color down, and where is my, there it is. This will be interesting. Starting with red, maybe I should have started with gray. I don't think it'll be too bad. I think we'll be okay. I am going to spritz it though. And I am going to use, I've just decided, safety's sake, I'm going to use this chamois. I get these at the Walmart automotive department. So I'm going to chamois this up. Then I'm going to spray it with some of this Altenew cleaner and just kind of get this stamp really good and clean. This is some Altenew stamp cleaner. It works really nice. So we'll just spray that on and get that good and clean. And then I'm going to clean it one more time with the baby wipe. Maybe the other side of the chamois. That'll work. So that we won't have any transfer into the next color, because we're going to go with our lightest color for tonight, which is Pebble. I know that sound is probably nails on the chalkboard for some of you. My apologies. And then I'm just going to do another cleanup. And that looks pretty good. That did a pretty good job. Cleaned it up fairly well. All right, now let's get our trusty little cloth here. Dry that off. And now we're going to go to position number 2. That's 4. This is number 2. 2 will be at the top. Number 2, it's backwards. I know it doesn't look like a number 2 to you, but it is a number 2. I've got it on backwards. My wheel is backwards. All right, here comes Pebble. Very light gray, which will be fun. Now my stamp has been conditioned since I've stamped with it. So, and this does seem like it's a little more inked up. We might have to stamp it just a couple of times, but we're good. Number 2, just going to flip it right over because we're in the position we need to be. And we're going to go down with a very light gray color, which I'm kind of excited to see. Ooh, that's cool. I did get a little bit of red transfer on there because that is a pretty bright red, but that's okay. We're going to go one more time. I may not have cleaned my stamp off well enough. And there it is. Whoop, whoop. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Now let's clean it off. Perhaps do a better job. Except for the next color is red again. So here we go. We're going to go with Rockin' red this time. And let's go to position 3. Up here at the top, number 3. Did I do the right color? Yes. Shoo! Rockin' red. Here we go. Yay. Yeah, this one's inked up a little better. Okay. Just flipping it straight over. Hip, hip. One more time. And then the next one will be Blackjack. This is a cool, I like this fun geometric design. It's a nice masculine card. So, okay. Looks good. I might give that a little more of a push right there. Yeah. I think some of that'll kind of even out. I don't want to ink it up again because I don't want it to be too close in color. There is a slight difference. It's probably hard for you guys to see, but there is a slight difference, and I don't want to have that shade too similar. I may have to go back over it with Cranberry Fizz one more time just to make it distinctive. So I'm going back over this with my spray. I might do this again. Get that off there. Although it is a Valentine's Day set. And you see how much of that red I picked up? That was there, that red was not there, so it did pick up quite a bit of red. And I'm going to go back over it. See how much we got red there. Just gonna take it and scrub it really good. Okay. We'll see if I need to go back with Cranberry Fizz here in a minute. Yeah, it's still got a little on there. I tell you, those reds, they've got to be cleaned off your stamp really well. They take a lot of patience to clean. Okay, last one, possibly. Let's do blackjack. So let's go to position number 4. Is that correct? Yep, that's number 4. 4 at the top. And let's ink it up. It's pretty dark. I think we're going to be okay. Well, this one might be dry too. Needs to be inked up. Got 2 of them. 2 in need of re-inking. Oh yeah, we'll have to do that one again. I didn't ink that one up very good. Ooh, but that's really cool. I really like that. That's super awesome. Okay. Need to be a little bit more patient with my stamping. Try this again. Oops. I need my little, that's what I need, my tool. Little Pinkfresh tool. That'll help, won't it? Okay. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, I think I am gonna go back over Cranberry Fizz, but I promise I won't make you sit through me cleaning that off again. I'll clean it up after the live. I'll spray it, let it sit there for a little bit. One more time on Cranberry Fizz, and I think I will be happy. I just want it darker. So I'm gonna go back to position number 1, and we'll be able to stamp right back over that because it is set up for it. Okay, let's do this again. Thank goodness my scarf is red. All right, let's try this. Let's aim for a little bit darker Cranberry Fizz. Where are you at? I think this will do it. Most definitely. it? Yes, a little more distinct. I love it. Okay, so our heart is going to go in the center. I like it that it is vellum. That's going to work really nicely. I think I am going to keep it with, let's just wipe that on there. There it is. Okay. Cleaning my hands because I know no fun. Now, you could take some of these stamps, stamp them in the center. For example, the polka dots, but I'm gonna leave mine just as is. You can also take some of these sentiments and stamp them in, which depends on how much of it is showing. I might, let's see, some of these are cute. I love you so much, you're the cutest, you're my person. Those are cute. So I'm going to trim it down. Okay. And then after I trim this down, I'm going to trim it down to 4 by 5 1/4. So because this is 6 inches wide, I'm going to go ahead and take 2 inches off each side. So I'm going to trim at, is that right? No, I'm going to trim 1 inch. Woo! Trim 1 inch off each side. I almost did bad math there, folks. Yeah, there's 1 inch. So we'll go 1 inch. And another 1 inch. And then we're going to go down to 5 1/4. So let's see how we do this. Let's see how this math works out. So we need a 1/2 inch to bring it down to, we need 5 1/4. So I'm going to go a quarter of an inch at, for each here. Yeah. Because if I go a 1/2 inch off of each, then, oh, see, I had too much on one side. So let's go down, let's go down to, I might even just be able to go down to a 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, I'll just go down to 5 1/4 right there. And I think that'll look just fine. So there it is. How fun is that? I really like that geometric look. It looks great. I like it. So let's die cut these. Let's die cut these out of. Let's see if the Love You will. I was going to do an inlay, and maybe I still will. Maybe I should. That's kind of fun. I don't know. What do you think? I'm thinking. I think we'll just go with yes on the inlay. I'm doing it, folks. I'm gonna do it. I'm taking the dive. I don't know if my little mini is wide enough for this, but I'll certainly give it a try. It might not work. Yeah, it's gonna squish my heart. So I'm gonna run over and pop this through the die cut machine. I shall return. 1 sec, folks. now joining. I haven't left. So now I have a place to inlay. So now when I cut this out of white cardstock, it will have an inlay spot. So I'm going to have to tape it down, and or I could just glue it. Oh, I'm not too whip on that. I might just glue it in the center. Yes. So I'm just gonna glue it where it's gonna hit the white, like right in here, to hold it down for that. And then we're gonna die cut this out of white cardstock and inlay it. I think that'll be super fun. Okay. And then that is it. That is our, here we go. So let's do it. Run this through. And I'm thinking, I was gonna do like an inked up background, but I think just on a white, maybe we will do, maybe some black cardstock would be nice. I think I might, I don't know, I like it. I like it just like that. It's fun and simple, and sometimes fun and simple works, right? And now I'm looking at some of these hearts, thinking, it would be cute to have a little sentiment stamped in them. And then on some of the other circles, I don't know, but I think I'm just gonna leave it. All right. Where'd you all go? Don't be running away from me here. I think we have them all. Here we go. Let's do this. I know many of you probably have a maybe a young teenage boy that you know, you don't want to go too fancy schmancy on them. Get a little bit of that here because I think that's where we want the glue. So what I'm going to do is, to keep it from looking really ugly, I am going to spread this glue out just a little. And it shouldn't be too obvious. So let's get that away here. I'm gonna pop this down. And I'm thinking that putting our pieces in there will kind of help it also fall into place. But I kind of like this look of, let's really, hopefully it stays. My fingers were dirty. Yeah. There we go. If I don't like it, I can always just go back over it with a white heart. Right? All is not lost. Oh, thank you, Linda. Yay. here's our O. I hope that's the right direction. Well, that's the direction I'm putting it. It may not be bright enough to really stand out very much, though. And I could possibly, no, we're not going to do that because I don't want that to bleed on the back of that vellum. So we're just going to let it be. We're just going to let it be funky. Oops. We might be able to get, whoops, where's my V? There it is. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know if y'all can, you can't see it probably that far away. Here's my exclamation point before I forget. I'll lose that little tittle. Let's get that out of the way. There we go. And there it is. I might. Yeah. Maybe I could tuck it under there somehow. Yeah. Now, where's my other pieces? I might build this up. I might actually do another set of die cuts. And I think, what do you guys think? I think maybe it might need I think it actually needs another set. I'm thinking so. So I might die cut this 2 more times, but in your opinion, I'm going to bring it up closer to the camera. Can you see that? I think the white stands out enough. It's just that, let's see, I don't know. When I put that next layer over, I'm going to try to cover it up with that. So I think if I build that up, it's going to be a little bit more obvious. So I'm going to do at least 2 more and build that up and get that on there. So let's do this again. Let's get some more of these rolling. Is that big enough? It is. Let's roll it through. I do like the idea of building it up and making it stand out. I like it. It's different. And let's do, here's our rest of them. There they went. And there's the rest of these. And cardstock. Let's do 1 more set. Was that big enough? It is. I did it. sometimes you don't know how it's going to end up until you do it. And I like how this set has a lot of options. I could put a heart for the O. There's all kinds of stuff. There's, nope, that's not it. Okay. Let's, well, looks like it's staying down in there, folks. I use my tape to pull stuff up all the time out of my dies. It's just kind of my MO. That's how I operate. There's a Y. Here's a V. There's my other V. A. Exclamation point, and there's my Y. All right, let's do it. Yay! And don't lose this. It's important. Okie doke. Let's get this out of the way. Now it's not so fiddly because I have a base to glue on, and I don't have to worry about it kind of looking weird underneath. So this will go a whole lot faster, a whole lot easier. If I can actually get it to line up. Next one. Oh yeah, much better. Stands out a whole lot better. Yes, yes. That's cool. I've never done this with vellum. I've never inlaid vellum before. It's kind of my first rodeo doing that. And I like it. I don't know that I would do it on everything, but it works for this. Gonna make sure that it's my, whew, that ink, that really got me. Yes. It's really separating it from the vellum, which is good. So I'll pull it up here in just a second so you can see better. Trying to figure out if I want some gems on it or not. And I may just leave it plain and simple like this, which is nice. I'm going to try to capture that edge there. A little bit of glue. Push that down so that will stay down. Go down. There we go. Now we got it. That was driving me nuts. Yay. Okay. So what we have so far looks so much better, and you can see that it has some dimension to it. Oh my God, do I have it? It's cute. I could even go one more, but I don't even think it really needs it. I think this suffices. Kelly. Are you just now joining us? Because this paper is actually, this is a stamped background. This is a Turnabout stamp. Yay! I will see you tomorrow. We created this with our stamp wheel and the stamp itself. So it is stamped 4 times with 4 different colors. We stamped it with Pebble, Blackjack, Rockin Red, and Cranberry Fizz. So that's how I created this background. It's really nice, masculine looking type of background. Okay. There we go. Oh, whoopsie. I may not have inlaid that one very good, but it's still fine. And yes, we are having classes here tomorrow and Saturday. We are doing a lawn fawn shaker. Super fun. Okay. Oh, so are you asking me what paper I'm stamping with? Not sure what white cardstock I'm using. This is a hammer mill. Okay. Now all we have left is this tittle. And there it is. Yay! I like it. Because it's got some dimension to it, it does stand out. It stands out just fine. And I'm literally going to leave my card just like that. I'm happy with it. It turned out great. If you have any teenage boys in your life that you can't skip for Valentine's Day because the youngins are getting Valentine's Day stuff, this is great. It's a perfect type of card for that. So, oops, let's get that back over. Hip, hip. Got it. You answered the stamp background. Okay. All right. That is it. Woohoo. Did it. And did it in less than an hour. That's amazing. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. It's great that you guys are here. It's one way that you can support us. Without even having to spend any money at all. So I appreciate that. So, all right, guys, take care and have a blessed rest of your night. And I'll see Linda.